Imagine dropping over $1,000 on a flagship smartphone and feeling the pinch in your wallet for months. But here's the thing, a smartphone is a tool that makes your life easier and not just a status symbol as it has unfortunately become in some parts of the world. Today, we're putting flagship and mid-range smartphones head to head to see if the extra cash is really worth it. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will have a clear idea on which of these devices is best for you. And so without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. Now, what are mid-range and flagship devices, you might ask? Mid-range smartphones are like the middle ground of the smartphone world. They are moderately priced, usually between $200 to $500, and these smartphones offer good performance, decent cameras, and most of the features you find for everyday use smartphones. They are built with decently solid materials and they have this good user experience, but they might not have the latest tech and design elements. For example, the phones like the Samsung Galaxy A series here, the Google Pixel 7a and OnePlus Nord fall into this category. Mid-range smartphones give you a lot of value for a reasonable price, making them great for most users who need a reliable phone without spending a lot of money. On the other hand, the flagship devices are the top tier models, typically costing about $800 and above, sometimes even going to $1,300 in the case of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. These phones have the best performance, the latest technology, top-of-the-line cameras, and even premium materials for the build here. Flagship smartphones offer the best user experience with the newest tech and features, sleek designs, and advanced capabilities. Examples of flagship devices include the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the S23 and S24 Ultra here, the Google Pixel 8 Pro on this table. And these phones are for those who need the latest smartphones, the best of the best, and are willing to pay a premium for the latest tech and highest quality. By the way, before I proceed with this video, now you know the difference between a mid-range device and a flagship device. Leave a comment in the comment section if you're team flagship or team mid-range, and stay locked in so by the end of this video we see if I changed your mind from one camp to the other. I can see you don't want to leave a comment. Come on, it just takes a minute. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. When trying to purchase a smartphone, many people consider different things, but if you categorize these devices in mid-range and flagship devices, it's simpler. So I'm going to touch on different smartphone aspects that make them flagship or mid-range. First would be the build quality and durability for these devices. Flagship devices often boast superior build quality with premium materials like glass and metals for the frames, plus features such as top rating for water and dust resistance, which they call IP rating. You get this tougher scratch resistant displays. This makes flagship devices more durable over time when compared to the mid-range counterparts. But don't count out mid-range devices just yet. Recently, they've significantly stepped up their game with sturdy designs and decent materials. While they might not have the high-end features of flagship devices in terms of the build, they're still pretty durable for everyday use. But of course, the build quality is mostly better with the flagship devices, no doubt. Performance is another section where flagship devices shine, packing the latest and most powerful processors that are really competitive for years. They're perfect for intense gaming, video editing, and multitasking. Conversely, the mid-range devices offer solid performance for everyday tasks like social media, web browsing, and light gaming. What you'd notice here is that many mid-range devices now use rebranded versions of older flagship processors. Say a processor from 4 years back gets rebranded and slapped on these devices, the mid-range devices, striking a good balance between performance and cost. They might struggle with the most demanding apps and games for today's needs, but they do get the job done. Now regarding cameras, flagship smartphones typically feature top-notch camera systems with advanced sensors, better lenses, and features like optical image stabilization and high-quality video recording. Some of these flagship devices would even go as far as recording in 8K. This means amazing photos and videos, especially in low-light conditions too. But when you check out these mid-range devices, they have come a long way actually, with multiple lenses now the norm and advanced features. While they might not match up the flagship camera's absolute quality, they still offer excellent value and can capture great photos and videos under most conditions. Some examples of mid-range smartphones that do not disappoint as far as the quality include the Galaxy A55 from Samsung, the S23 FE from Samsung also, and the Google Pixel 7a. I mean, the list goes on. So as we've seen here, flagship devices truly take the lead in build quality, performance, and camera capabilities. They pack the best materials and most powerful processors, and also the highest quality cameras. But there are more to consider when it comes to choosing the right smartphone for you. If you ask me, mid-range devices can be just as good or even better in those other key areas. So we're going to explore those other areas where mid-range devices perform maybe better. The battery life is one of those categories where mid-range devices and smartphones usually pack a punch, or do I say pack larger batteries, which can mean better battery life since they are not focused on slim designs as a flagship counterpart. They often support fast charging technologies too, as seen in recent times, keeping you powered up on the go. Flagships, with their high performance components, balance large batteries with features like fast wireless charging too, offering convenience but sometimes shorter battery lives compared to the mid-range devices. And that's mostly because they have a lot of processing going on in the background, the slim form factor with smaller batteries in them, and the list goes on. So as far as battery life, most times you get the better battery life with mid-range devices. Software updates are another one. Flagship devices from top brands usually get longer and more reliable software updates into the future, keeping them secured and packed with the latest features for years. This makes them a better long-term investment if software longevity is a priority for you. Mid-range smartphones, however, used to receive fewer updates into the future, but that has drastically changed in recent times, with brands like Google offering you up to 7 years OS updates into the future for the mid-range devices, just like the flagship devices, or even Samsung giving you up to 5 years updates, 4 of which are OS updates into the future on the A series, like the A55 here. These extended software update offerings rival many flagship devices today. Now let's talk about value for money. Mid-range devices offer fantastic value, delivering many flagship features at a lower price. For those who don't need the absolute best in performance and camera quality for today, mid-range smartphones are a smart, cost-effective choice and offer you maybe the best camera and performance quality on a flagship device from 3 to 4 years back, at a fraction of the cost of that device when they were released, but with recent OS and design elements. So, is the extra cost of a flagship device worth it? It really comes down to the specific needs and budgets. Let's break that down. If you prioritize having the latest and greatest technology, cutting-edge performance, and top-tier camera quality, and you don't mind spending a premium on these flagship smartphones, I mean, you must be very rich, then going with the flagship devices is something you would enjoy. You'll enjoy the peace of mind of owning a device built with the latest and highest quality materials and receiving the most comprehensive software updates. However, for most users, mid-range smartphones offer a compelling proposition. They strike an excellent balance between the cost and performance, providing you with most of the features you need for your daily use at a fraction of the price. You won't have to compromise on essential features and get this fantastic battery life, good camera quality, I mean, when compared to these other devices and also the smaller devices. You also get this reliable performance for all your regular tasks. In today's market, the mid-range devices have closed the gap significantly, making them a smart choice for anyone looking to get the most bang for their buck. That extra cash could be spent on other experiences or gadgets that enhance your life differently. So whether you go for a flagship device or a mid-range device, make sure it's the right choice for you. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more tech insights if you're new here, after which you can check out this video here. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Kuidati.